Hi, I'm Adrian Holmes, and I play Philip Banks on Bel Air, and you're tuning into According to Portia.
Hello
Thank you.
and welcome back to the show. My name is Portia Monique, and today I'll be your host. And today we're sitting down with the incomparable Adrian Holmes, NAACP Image Award winning actor, and the powerhouse behind Philip Banks on Bel Air. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for the lovely introduction. It's a pleasure to meet you, Portia.
Absolutely. And as this groundbreaking series enters its final season, we are, of course, diving into the legacy, the artistry, and the impact of reimagining this cultural classic. Now, for
Yeah.
you, Philip Banks has been such an iconic role in history, right? And so when we think about this reimagining, how would you describe his role, Philip Banks' evolution from season one to this final season of season four?
Yeah, well, I think, Philip Banks started out, he's been the pillar, he's been the patriarch, he is the patriarch, and, he's been building and trying to create, financial or, build his career professionally. And I think this season, we're starting to see him pivot a little bit and really appreciate, peace of mind. He's trying to appreciate the stillness in life. He's trying to find stillness and just, kind of just wants to just take it easy, take back, sit back a little bit and, connect with Viv and just really new beginnings,
Yeah. Yeah.
new
And I,
beginnings. And, he's getting the kids ready to go off to college and, yeah, lots is happening, but I think he wants to just sit back with a fishing rod and a lake and just chill.
I love that they've included that emotional layer of peace is attainable, especially for
Yeah.
Black men. And speaking of that, what emotional and or psychological layers of feel did you feel most compelled to explore as the series approached its final chapter?
Yeah, I think that, a theme that's been going throughout this series is just vulnerability and just being open and being able to just feel and trust and let yourself, be seen for all that you are, all the good and the bad,
Yeah.
and I think that's something that the audience really taps into and can really relate to. It's just that he's not perfect. He's a strong, powerful Black man, but he's also flawed, and as we all are.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a quality that we really were able to expand on and explore and just, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, let's talk about this father son dynamic between you and Jabari Banks. Of course, it's one of the show's anchors. How did you and Jabari, who of course plays Will, approach deepening that relationship this season?
Yeah, we just we just really like we realized that now with the finale, he's got a crown, and my job is to get him find to find the courage to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we started. That's how we started this whole, arc of the whole story. And he's at that point now where he's trying to, he's got to make a decision on what school to go to, and with Black Cess and that whole entrepreneurship, him and Carlton created. We're really showing the audience that you don't have to be followers. You could be leaders. You can
Yeah.
create your own empire and build your own, destiny and legacy, create your own legacy. And I think that he's just continuing to be there as that anchor and that pillar of support,
Yeah.
and he's gonna, ride off into the sunset by God's grace.
By God's grace. Now, stepping
Yeah.
into such this an iconic role, once portrayed by James Avery, of course, is no easy
Yes, rest
feat.
in peace.
Yes.
Mm.
At what moment did you feel personally that I made this version of Uncle Phil my own?
Well, when we got the feedback from the audience and from the viewers, and that really helped all of us just to kind of exhale a little bit easier because we were all, obviously, we knew these are big shoes and we wanted to do it right. We didn't want to let anybody down. And but Morgan Cooper, our creator, he gave us permission. He said, you know what, these are your characters. The only similarity is the name. You got the same names, but this is a different time. This is for this generation. This is for this period. So just trust your instincts and your gut.
Hmm.
and just, do what feels natural.
Yeah.
So I think that, from day one, when we got on set and we just started playing, and Morgan said, just go play,
Yeah.
have fun. It was just like, oh, thank you, Jesus. And we just went off, and then getting that feedback is just like, oh, that's awesome. It's the best compliment we could get was when people would stop us and say, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for not messing up our show.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping it going in the right direction, and
Yeah.
expanding on the narrative. That's
Hmm.
basically all we did was we expanded on that narrative.
I love it. Last question. Of course, Bel Air has tackled issues like identity, loyalty, mental health, and of course, belonging. Which storyline or message this season do you feel will resonate with most Black families?
Oh, that's a very good question. I mean, identity. I mean, mental health. Mental health is huge,
Huge.
and especially Phil this season. He's really found himself between a rock and a hard place, having to do this whole money laundering thing and putting his family, in harm's way.
Mhm.
It's the last thing he wanted to do, especially now
Mhm.
he's got a new addition on the way. So I know after all of this, he's going to need a therapist. He's going to
Yeah.
need a Dr. Phil.
Mhm.
he's gonna he's gonna have to sit down with somebody. But yeah, so I think probably, yeah, mental health would be definitely a strong one.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for continuing this legacy and continuing to be the cultural architect that you are, and showing us that these type of things are possible and you didn't mess it up. So whoever may have said that you would have whoever may have said that you could have messed it up, we know that you didn't. So thank you so
Thank
much. As
thank you. Thank you
yes,
so much.
we
Appreciate
cannot
you.
wait to see what you do next.
Oh man, yeah, I can't either.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye
Happy
bye.
holidays, and I'll see you down the road. Bye bye.